Hey guys, Ormac here. Because I'm not watching the Olympics, so I'm going to play Geneforge instead. We will have Maxwell and Theodore compete. Ah, the Vlish floating team looks really good this year, but the Cryora Ice Cube holding team has yet to be defeated. So, oh yeah, by the way, I'm expecting to be interrupted for dinner anytime now. So that'll happen. In the meantime, I was looking for the other end of the Shadow Road, which I assume is connected to the below Nodai Pass area, which we're going to go to instead of Pinta. We're just going to circumnavigate Pinta and... Jeez Louise. I would have liked a little more time. Just a minute. Alright, here we are again. Food consumed. You are now at the low end of a mountain pass, which you can see rising above you to the west. On the side of those jagged peaks is the Nodai Coast, one of the oldest and most densely settled of the Loyalist provinces. This is logging country, normally serviles and lumberjacks. Many of them descendants of the woods people that lived here before the Shapers came to Maratev. Harvest the Shaper-designed, fast-growing trees that have taken over these woods. Most of the loggers have fled, though, hiding in towns and forts because of the wandering infestations of rogues. The only people you see are soldiers. A large force of human warriors is coming down the road towards you. Hey, guys. The line of soldiers gets close enough for you to good look. They are fresh troops, outsiders with newly forged chainmail and blades, just arrived from the Nodai coast. The Shaper provinces that have not yet been directly touched by war have not skimped on sending warriors and materials in the hope that the carnage will remain at a distance. Thus, this line of young, terrified soldiers, completely unprepared for the horrors of the rogues and the unbound, they show signs of recent skirmishes, probably with rogues in these woods. They walk towards you, too terrified to stop and chat. They will learn the grim truth soon enough. Good luck, guys. You'll need it. Oh, jeez. Flesh! That was completely justified. Also roamers. Do I have any other combat spells? No, I do not. But I do have, daze. Sucks for you guys. Seriously. All these little nooks and crannies, I wonder if they're all luck checks. Like, if you have X amount of luck, you will find something neat here. I have no idea. No vlishes allowed. Take that. Oh, hey. Punk. Not cool. go. Freaking vlishes. Felix. Servile refugees. Yes. Hi! There are 4 serviles clumped in this little camp. They are unaccompanied by a human. They are all well armed, although 3 of them seem to be completely unfamiliar with their weapons. The servile who seems comfortable with the sword lying across her lap sits and tends to fire. When you get close, she looks up at you warily. You know, outsider. You know, shaper. I Felix. I here with servile. You go. We no hurt you. Leave us be. It's fairly clear what is happening here. Felix is a rebel. The other serviles are rogues. A loyal shaper would deal with them very harshly. Oh, this is... Oh, I don't know. I have no idea who I want to ally myself with. I've heard tell there are 5 factions, but so far I've seen Shapers, Rebels, and Trocophytes. I suppose you could count the guy that put the control thingamabob in my chest as a faction unto himself. So, but the other Shapers so far have not seemed to have dissolved. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. What am I going to do? Who am I going to be loyal to? Probably not the rebels. As I've stated, because the canisters are pretty much the only means the rebels have to train people, at least in the last few games. If you're a rebel, you're going to train via canister. That is their normal method of operation. As for me, I'm trying to avoid using canisters so I don't go stark raving mad. Although I don't know if they're even doing the canister thing anymore. And I know that they did have at least one trainer that did not function with canisters in Geneforge 4, which was the Drake. I can't remember his name, or her name. But he was a normal trainer. A little expensive, perhaps. So far, I've remained completely neutral. Well, let's think about it logically. So far, since we've regained consciousness from our extended waking coma, I'm going to consider that's what it was, we've been threatened and press-ganged into service as a hunter of rogue ghost monsters. We've been forced to use the Geneforge because it was going to kill us otherwise. And doing so makes us even more freakish to the Shapers. We have also... Well, when we got to the Maratev, the city of Mara, we were threatened again, and they demanded that we go see the leader lady, and we were again press-ganged into service to stop her from or to help her out. So far, the Shapers have not made a good showing. This character might turn out to be a rebel that is canister free, which would leave me with very little. I might have to just do what I can with low tier creations. Unless I can find a trainer. I'm sure there is one. Oh, goodness. What can I do to... Jeez, if I had a frickin' quarter, I'd flip it. I've been sitting here for, what, 5 minutes just thinking out loud about this? Is it weird that I'm thinking so heavily about a game? Maybe. I don't care. Well, we went Loyalist the past few times. We could try Rebel, and once again sneak in with the Trachovites. I don't know. Maybe. I just know I'm gonna regret this. Can I help you? Looks up at you, you outsider. Not good to servile. You speak carefully and you manage to convince her that you are sympathetic to the rebels. She says, things no good. Should not trust. Must trust. Need help. What sort of help do you need? Did travel, saw rogue, flish to east. Can't fight. Slip by too much risk. Go see for me. Is safe? Go east 2 road now? Don't go anywhere yet. Oh, let's go see. The path east. Path east. This looks clear to me. Although I'm sure something will show up to inconvenienced serviles. Go for it. Thank you, outsider. You help Rebel. You good. I make sure Rebel know. Rouses the other serviles and berates them until they start moving. Then, with one grateful nod in your direction, they walk off. Yay, my reputation with the rebels has improved. And yes, of course. I knew that was going to happen. Take that. Run as fast as you can. Oh, come on, guys. Felix escapes into Penta. Penta must be a rebel town. Well, there you go. I've turned traitor. Not that I had much to be loyal to in the first place. Note I passed. Papers required, or you will die. Loyalist scout. East Post House, huh? Rowena. Hey, Rowena. This is a tiny post house where the many merchants and travelers heading to and from the Nodai coast could stop for a meal and a night's lodging. Although there are no customers currently here, the proprietor seems to be exhausted. The floors are dirty, the beds in the common room to the south are currently unmade. The lone woman walks up to you, wiping her hands off with a towel. She looks apologetic. I am Rowena. I am Rowena. I am sorry, but there is little I can do for you. Maybe a meal, but nothing else. My post house is reserved. What do you mean? There are many soldiers coming through the pass from the Nodai coast. Among the young men and women off to fight the war. The military has reserved my inn. All my beds and rations are meant to be held for their use. It means a constant stream of dirty, terrified soldiers, but it keeps me in business. Do they pay you? Thankfully, yes. I was afraid, when the war started, that they would just take what they want. The Sherpas are making sure they treat us outsiders honorably, though. I am paid well. In return, I work hard to keep the troops happy. Are they well behaved? Commanders keep them in line. Apart from the occasional pat on my behind, my goodness, I have not had any problems. The Shapers are making sure that their troops don't make any more rebels by misbehaving. At any rate, the soldiers mainly want to spend time drinking and worrying. They're new to the war, they're terrified, and they should be. They claim all the rooms? They do. You are here in one of my few lulls. A large band of soldiers just left to watch the southern pass. I'm trying to get everything clean and ready for the next march. Any extra supplies? Looks through the door and gives a matter some thought. Every once in a while, a soldier forgets something. After a few months, I consider it mine. Normally, I sell these things to Aronov. I would let you look at them, but you will have to pay me more than he does. Let's see. You've got nothing I want. Good day to you. A loyalist scout? You don't want to talk to me. And there's Aronov. Hello, Aronov. This man's business depended at first on selling tools and supplies to the multitude of caravans going to and from the Nodai coast. The merchants are gone, but a constant stream of soldiers has replaced them. When he sees your weapon and garb, he immediately recognizes you as a potential customer. He stops feeding little bits of meat to his stock of batons, wipes the blood off his hands, and turns to you. I'm Arnov, proprietor of this humble shop. I trade with those who choose to live an active life. I'm always looking for quality equipment to buy, and my prices are the best along this short stretch of road. Let's see what you got. Your prices are the same as her prices. The ice-infused crystals could be good. I remember them making big explosion-y things. Ice everywhere. Let's get them all. Sell? Do I have anything to sell? These iron bars. And this gold necklace. And those herbs and these. Let's continue walking. There are more Vlish to kill. Vlish, aside from Theodore here, are not allowed to have turns. Oh no, it hurts so bad. Yeah, I leveled up. I have more points that I don't know what to do with.